What's up, everybody? So, seems like the Cosmic Wonder has put out another video about talking about Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So this one is titled White Vision in Doctor Strange 2. Paul Bettany teases Vision's return. Now, that could possibly happen. I'm presuming that he might talk about, that he's gonna be somewhere in Wanda's mind again. Like it's gonna be in Wanda's mindset again. But who knows? Let's check this out. Let's see what he has to say.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU, and promotion for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is ramping up as we have less than a month now until the movie releases in theaters. I would expect several more TV spots to come out, as this is typically what Marvel Studios does right before the release of the movies. They typically release a lot of TV spots just to ramp up the hype even more before that film comes out. But some people have been asking me if they will do a final trailer, one that's maybe 2 minutes long, 2.5 minutes long, and it's definitely possible, but right now I wouldn't count on that because they are still trying to be pretty secretive about what's actually going to be taking place in Doctor Strange.
They might put probably maybe one last TV spot though. If that probably could happen.
Expect a final trailer.
Like probably like the last week of the month of April. They'll probably put it out.
Now we know some of them, like Professor Xavier showing up and the Illuminati, but some we don't know. For example, Paul Bettany today kind of teased a little bit about him being in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And I think he might actually be a key to bringing Wanda back from being evil. We know she becomes evil in this movie, whether that's she's possessed or being influenced by the Darkhold. Whatever it is, I think Vision coming back could actually bring her back from that dark side, so to speak. Which is what we're going to be talking about today. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel news. Now, if you're watching this video, you're probably really excited for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and I'm hoping that you've seen WandaVision. If you haven't seen WandaVision, before Doctor Strange 2 comes out, please watch that series. It's incredible, and you need to watch that to know what is happening.
Damn good series. It's a pretty good series.
Now, there's many important things about WandaVision, like Wanda and Vision's kids, Billy and Tommy, Wanda discovering that she is the Scarlet Witch, her coming across the Darkhold, and a new Vision was created, White Vision. And we're hoping that Multiverse of Madness might actually answer a question that we had during WandaVision, which of course was, where the heck did White Vision go? He kind of just took off. And Marvel Studios has really kept a tight lid on where he could have possibly gone and if he's going to come back. But we know Marvel Studios, everything that they do pretty much has a plan. So why introduce this other Vision and have him leave to not come back at some point in time, especially if you consider that our main Vision is really gone, like really gone. But the White Vision, the new Vision, could be coming back, and it is possible that our real Vision did imprint some type of memories from the real Vision's past with Wanda, with the kids, with everything, and maybe this one could actually slowly turn into the real Vision again. After all, Vision is an android. In theory, if you just implant him with the same memories, he could be the same person. And maybe we could see that happen in Doctor Strange 2, as Paul Bettany is kind of teased that he might be in it. Now, I would be really shocked if Paul Bettany wasn't in it at all. Yes, it's a Doctor Strange movie, but it's very much a Wanda movie as well. It's pretty much half and half at this point. And Vision is an extremely important part of Wanda. And if we're telling the story of Wanda, he should be in it. So I'm expecting a flashback.
It is a Doctor Strange movie. It's about Doctor Strange, but it's also about Wanda.
Version of Vision.
Because of her power.
A different version of him that is actually human, like a full-on human. But of course we'll have to be aware, well, Wanda will have to be aware, because there's probably another version of him that is the Ultron Vision and is probably pretty evil. Pretty much what we saw in What If. But here's what Paul Bettany has been saying about possibly appearing in Multiverse of Madness. Paul Bettany recently went on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert and was asked if he would be making an appearance in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and this is what he said. This is a really great question, and again, I said I was going to be entirely honest with you. You're asking if, am I in Doctor Strange? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I don't know. Am I? What do you think? I can neither confirm nor deny rumors that I am in said and aforementioned Doctor Strange. So he's playing it extremely coy. He's having fun with it because, well, he really toyed with us with WandaVision when he said that he's going to be in a final scene with somebody that he's always wanted to act with. We were expecting somebody huge like Patrick Stewart, but it ended up being himself. And I think he knows that he made a lot of people mad there, so I think he's being pretty cautious with what he is saying here. But again,
right, because there's certain things you can say, there's certain things you can't say if you're part of the Marvel
we have so many
industry
people that are going to be in this movie.
or entertainment.
Hopefully, Fantastic Four. A lot of different variants of different characters.
So he might be there, he might not.
To play Professor X, and he said that he laid that character to rest. And of course, there's rumors like Deadpool, and perhaps some of the X-Force could be coming as well. There's so much happening in this film that it wouldn't make sense to not have Paul Bettany in it. He should be in the movie in some way, shape, or form. The only questions are, which Vision is it going to be, and how is he exactly going to return? But the first question kind of has a big part to play in the second question, because if the original Vision returns, the question of how does Vision return is a lot more complicated. But if it's the white Vision that we saw,
because he's dead, practically he's dead.
Vision, well, the how is pretty simple. He simply returns. He decides to come back and seek out Wanda for whatever reason. Now again, it looked like Vision kind of implanted some memories inside of him, or woke them up inside.
I was gonna say that
this could actually be a key to getting Wanda to kind of come back from kind of going on this killing rampage of looking for her kids. Now we know that Wanda is going to be the main villain of this film, and we know that she's going to kill a lot of people. We've seen recently new footage of her being very, very bloody. She's even holding an Ultron bot head in her hand using magic, and she crushes it. So we 100% know that she attacks the Illuminati now and probably kills them all, unfortunately. And it looks like Doctor Strange pretty much has his hands full as well, dealing with some of his other variants and other villains. And Wanda is the Scarlet Witch, the most powerful being in the universe at this point. And to top it all off, she could be possessed by the Darkhold. We've already seen some demons being summoned that looked a lot like Cthulhu. Perhaps Cthulhu is kind of controlling her via the Darkhold.
I think I remember this guy's name, Cthulhu.
In control, but she kind of doesn't care because she just wants to do whatever it takes to get her kids back. So what can stop her? Well, it would make sense that her husband, if you could call him her husband since they got married in her fantasy world, but Vision, the love of her life, could bring her back and talk sense into her. That's typically what he does. That could be a solution to bringing Wanda / the Scarlet Witch back, or it could backfire. We could see Vision die again. She could see through this new Vision that could be returning and say, you're not the real Vision, you're not my Viz, the hell with you, I'm destroying you. You're just another Ultron bot to me. Because it could also activate some pretty bad memories of when Sword tried to essentially capture her and take her out. She could view White Vision as a weapon of Sword still and not something that could actually help her. But again, we know that Marvel typically has a plan for everything that they do, so why did White Vision randomly disappear in the finale of WandaVision? What is their master plan for him, and could we possibly see him return in Multiverse of Madness? I think we're going to see Paul Bettany in this film no matter what. I think it wouldn't make sense if we didn't. Whether that's a flashback or whatever, the question is, in what capacity are we going to see him? Could it be the original Viz, or could it be the new White Viz? And could he be kind of Wanda's savior in this film? Because I truly believe that they're not going to be able to defeat the Scarlet Witch. I think she's going to have to snap out of it and kind of come to her senses and essentially beat herself. Whether that's her waking up and saying, I'm so sorry for everything I did, lock me up, or she goes away and says, you'll never see me again, or it comes down to her fighting possibly Cthulhu or another variant of her that could be influencing her, so that she can finally be free over the curse of the Darkhold, be free of the pain that she's had this whole entire time. Either way, I think there's going to be a Wanda versus Wanda confrontation, and our Wanda will probably end up being at least somewhat good by the end of this film. We'll have to wait and see, but fortunately not much longer to wait. In the meantime, let me know if you think Vision will return in Multiverse of Madness. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like the video.
I don't see why not. That was a good perspective of what he thinks with White Vision will come back. Because if I'm not mistaken, the last episode on the WandaVision, didn't Vision, what's that term called? Didn't he transform to himself to the White Vision and kind of like basically be himself all over again? I thought of, no, he did disappear. he went. I think he went and he kind of disappeared somehow, some way, or Vision. He pressed a little thing on the forehead, on the middle of his forehead, and he transcend, or I forgot the term. Keep forgetting. I have the word in my mind, but he basically just um transcend into, basically all the memories that the White Vision had. He kind of had, like, it was kind of like both. It's kind of confusing. It's kind of confusing in a way. I'm trying to explain it because I know that he had some type of confrontation with himself and White Vision, and I do know that he pressed the 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 stones in the middle of his forehead from White Vision, so he can get all the memories and know, and realize what White Vision realized of who he really is and who Wanda really is. So, it could possibly be happening. Now, I think probably White Vision will probably come back by Wanda's mind games, like Wanda's trailing, basically just the mind games of trying to help Wanda out in some sort of fashion. That could possibly happen, but also I don't think she's the villain in this movie. I don't think she's the only one. I don't know if she's the main villain. I still think Cthulhu, he is the main villain behind all of it, because I think he's the one that's manipulating Wanda. Because think about it, I mean, he's the main. Wanda got those powers basically from the book, which came from Cthulhu. So that's where, to me, Wanda is the villain, but only because she's being manipulated, or she is got her mind all poisoned up, thinking that she's the villain when we know that she truly isn't. It's just that with her powers being so evil, so powerful, and sometimes she can't control her powers, it just so happens that Cthulhu is all behind her. You know what I mean? That's what I think that's gonna happen. She could possibly destroy the Illuminati. That could possibly happen. It seems like that's what, I think everybody knew that it's gonna happen the way how they have the trailers all set up and stuff. So that could possibly happen, but you never know. You never know with Marvel, man. You never know. So in conclusion, do I think White Vision could possibly be in Doctor Strange? Possibly, but maybe was he Vision himself as well, not just White Vision, or maybe not White Vision, but just Vision himself, if that makes any sense. Maybe he will come back. Maybe. The only way to find out is if we watch the movie, which I am going to see the movie May 6th, Thursday, the day that it comes out. So I cannot wait for this movie to come out. I'm excited, just like everybody else. So let's see what happens. So, what do you guys think? I got two questions for you guys. The first question is, obviously, do you guys think White Vision is gonna be in Doctor Strange 2, or do you think Vision himself is actually gonna return to Doctor Strange 2, or is gonna make his appearance in Doctor Strange 2? And another question is, do you think Wanda is the main villain, or you think Cthulhu is the main villain in this movie? I say it's Cthulhu. Wanda is a vision. Wanda is the villain, but she's more like a puppet for Cthulhu, if that makes any sense. So that's what I think, because Cthulhu, he's controlling her powers, so he knows he knows how to get inside Wanda's mind and all that stuff. So I think he's the main villain, but let me know what you guys think on the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, you can go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And make sure you guys click on the notification bell so that way you guys can get more upcoming videos in the near future. And if there's any videos you guys want me to do a reaction or do a challenge, I can try not to laugh, try not to grin or laugh, try not to cringe, etc., etc., you can always just leave it on the comment section down below. And if you have any questions for me, you can either leave it on the comment section as well, or if you want it private, you can email me at greatenzo97@gmail.com. Alright guys, well, I can't wait for this movie, so until next time, peace out.